Hello everyone, it's me again, Steve Doja here, back some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and as you can see, obviously, we're going to be doing a build video for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and I don't want to waste anyone's time too much, so if you guys just want to see the fights of how the build performs, there will naturally be something to tell you where to go, right, on the video to go see it. And for everyone else who wants to see the build, please stick around, because you guys for the longest time keep asking me about Elphys' new stats, now that we have a level 120, and this will just be for one preset. I can explain it for the other presets, but that's only if you guys really want videos on that. So, without further ado, I'm gonna reveal the stats, and if you guys want to skip to the fights, then please feel free to do just that. So, for his attributes, dun dun dun, here are Elphys' attributes. To no one's surprise, basic attack is maxed out, but let me explain it in order before I talk about his stat distribution overall. So his health is at 30. This was my last few stats, so I put them into health. Now the reason why I think this is important is because ideally maybe you should actually take away Ki Blast Supers, but I just like Ki Blast Supers, right? Maybe I would say put some of the stats you put in Ki Blast Supers into health instead, or stamina, because stamina's like complete king in this game. But the reason why I put the last few points I could into health rather than his strike supers is because health is very important in this game, and especially as a Saiyan, the higher your health, the more like big the threshold is for your low health damage buff. So if you want your low health damage buff, ideally having more health is the best way to get it. For a more meta Saiyan build, I guess, I would say take most of the stats from Ki Blast Supers and put them into health instead. But that's only if you want to get more meta. This is just what I enjoy, and this works for me, so I don't care. Stamina 42. I do believe that 42 now is the new range to have. No. 45 is the new range to get 1 bar of stamina, but I haven't redistributed the stats yet. Otherwise, this would probably say 27, and then this would say 45. So 1 whole bar of stamina is now 45 points in your attributes. Obviously, I didn't know this at the time of making the build, but it's whatever. You still get close to an extra bar of stamina, and if you have a big QQ bang on, this can help you out in the long run. So yeah, 42 into stamina is great. I should probably explain 0 and Ki. Ki isn't that important, and you can always fix that with a QQ bang anyways. Yeah, as a Saiyan, you really only need 5 bars of Ki, because you need enough to transform into your Super Saiyan Blue states. Yeah, that's pretty much it, actually. Just Super Saiyan Blue, Beast, and Ultra Instinct. 200 in basic attack. Now, if it wasn't obvious, male Saiyans do have the highest basic attack. They don't have the highest DPS. Highest DPS goes to male Earthlings, because their combos just end quicker, and they do more damage in a shorter space of time. So that's why male Earthlings are still super popular when it comes to basic attack. But male Saiyans do have the highest basic attack by far, and this can even be bolstered further, obviously with the help of transformations. But 200 basic attack because, yeah, male Saiyans have the highest basic attack. My male Saiyan is a max weight, max height male Saiyan, so he gets the most basic attack he possibly can in the game. It's another reason why his strike super, despite being 0, is decently high, because his weight is max, so that increases his strike super damage. And yeah, you just want to be a max weight, max basic attack male Saiyan. So that's why he's got 200 basic, and you can see how far that goes. That goes outside the border. That's how much goddamn basic attack he has. So, yeah, that's why there's 200 basic there. I already explained 0 strike. The reason why it's not a big deal is because I can have max weight, so the strike is actually still a decent amount. But 150 in Ki Blast is mostly because I like Ki Blast. Being max weight actually does lower my Ki Blast damage severely. So again, like I said, if you're going for a more meta Saiyan build, you'd actually take the Ki Blast Supers out of this and probably just put them into health or stamina. Or if you just want more strike, I guess you could do that. But I just like Ki Blast Supers. I think they look cool. It feels great to shoot a Kamehameha in this game. So that's why my Ki Blast stat is so high. I just want to be the ideal Saiyan who could, like, you know, punch people and throw out Kamehamehas and use all those cool moves. And for the preset, we're only going out over 1 preset for today. So I'll just do my best to explain it. So the preset we are doing will be this one. I finally warmed up with this specific kind of QQ bang. Again, let me show the QQ bang actually. But QQ bangs are extremely hard to replicate, so I'm very sorry if you guys have a hard time with this video. Again, I would give a QQ bang recipe, but I don't even remember what I did to make this. I think I was trying to aim for stamina, basic attack, and Ki Blast increasing, but somehow I got Ki and strike supers to increase as well. I would have preferred if my strike supers went down with the QQ bang, and instead I got more health out of this, because again, as a Saiyan, you want more health. But again, you can't control the stats of QQ bang, so I'm not really gonna talk about that for too long. But I will mention the Super Soul. I think I'm finally warmed up. To me, this is one of the best Super Souls in the game, just objectively. I think it only takes 20 or 30 seconds for its effect to activate, but when the effect does activate, you get a 10% damage buff and everything. I do believe M was 10%. You get 10% damage buff in everything, and your movement speed is boosted by L. Movement speed is very important because movement speed does affect stuff like your dashes and your attack range, or I guess the speed of your attack when you actually press your attack from further away, and your character does a dash animation. You know, it's nice to just have the extra movement speed in general, but also auto key recovery is just extremely good, especially on Saiyans, because we have transformations that we need to achieve. So having key show up faster is probably the easiest way to get it. And having auto key recovery helps a lot with something else in the build that I will get to in a moment. So obviously, when we go over the presets, you can see all the moves here. So we've already done the Kyukubang and Super Soul, that's great. But now for the super attack, Soaring Fist. Soaring Fist is a very strong super attack on its own. You can have like really bad strike damage and this super attack will still be amazing. But the reason why it excels here is because obviously as a 200 basic attack Saiyan, we want to put our hands on people as much as possible. So naturally, having a combo super that helps to make that even easier is ideal. The same deal with Burst Kamehameha, but Burst Kamehameha's issue, well I guess its dealio for me personally, is that it's a much faster super attack. So obviously, you know, it being quicker, it comes, like, let's say, for example, I'm in a situation where I vanish behind an enemy and they're going for a back hit. I go for a Burst Kamehameha and I get them easily because it's just a giant continuous beam that allows me to punish the enemy for, you know, picking the wrong option, naturally, which is very rare for this game. And then being able to follow up with some more basic attack whenever I can. After Image is just a great escape tool to me. Again, I don't key cancel, so I use moves like After Image and the natural, like, vanish mechanic of the game to evade attacks for me. I'm sure if I key cancel, I wouldn't need After Image. Let's say hypothetically I key cancel. What would I put here? I'd probably just put like another super attack here that does damage. Maybe something like God Fist, so that way you can end a combo in God Fist and then just follow up with more basic attack damage because it's just so free. But since I don't key cancel, I use After Image instead. And I don't think I use After Image a lot in these clips, unfortunately. I did record some previous fights earlier where I got a lot of mileage out of After Image. It was really, really cool. But unfortunately, all those fights corrupted, so that's a big rest in peace. So you won't see me use After Image a lot in these clips, which is very unfortunate, but After Image is extremely good in my opinion. It's a good way to dupe the enemy. It's really confusing for the enemy, especially if you get it consecutively, multiple times back to back. Because then they stop being able to tell when you're actually using After Image or not, which is super cool. I like being very anime accurate, or my dodge skills are so high, the enemy gets confused whether I'm about to dodge an attack or not. So that's fine by my book. Burst Charge, mostly because I just like having charge moves in a Dragon Ball game. Again, I wish you could just charge without having a charge move, but you need to be exclusively in Ultra Instinct just to do that. And even then, the charge animation isn't as fast as what I'd want. So, we put Burst Charge on. Burst Charge is ultra convenient for scenarios where I need to be able to have enough ki to transform, or just enough ki to have a super attack or ultimate attack become available to me while I'm in the middle of a combo. So I like to have Burst Charge on. It's just very convenient for quick instances where you need the ki. My first ultimate attack, well I guess second, because ultimate attack 2 is where the one above is listed, right? So whatever. But my first ultimate attack is full power energy blast volley. And I know that's going to sound weird. You guys are probably looking at it thinking, what the hell? Why would Steed put on generic ki blast move numero uno? Okay, in all honesty, I put that on because I just wanted the silly Dragon Ball move where the character shoots ki blast everywhere, like Vegeta's technique trademark, right? But also, this move is actually like very useful. There are a lot of instances where you can get this move off to work. I think the main advantage of this move personally is its ability to counter limit bursts, except super armor. But its ability to counter limit burst is very good because anytime you knock someone back, if you want to just do some serious damage to them without risking a limit burst that you'll get caught in, you could just throw the move out. Like, let's say, for example, you stamina break someone really quick, you send them into a knockback, and then you hit them with one of these. This will usually just stop the limit burst outright. But also, this move is very useful. In a scenario where the enemy is not vanishing or giving away their stamina, you can force them to give away stamina by following up with this move. And the best part is that it doesn't punish you, since the move, you know, is a continuous ki blast that will stun the enemy or prevent them from being able to aura burst dash towards you. Another advantage the move has is that if the enemy is on low health, then you can also finish them off with this before they pop a capsule or before they use a limit burst. Like, if you know they're going to do it, you don't even have to stamina break them. You could just hit them with a quick knockback and then use full power energy blast volley. So I like the move just for that alone. Sign of Awakening as my first and my main ultimate attack. Sign of Awakening is just one of my favorite ultimate attacks in the game. It's just extremely good. It's a super quick move that has obviously armor to it. It doesn't have the, like, you know, absurd, like, Xenoverse 2 like armor, right? Because the move's armor frames are so short, but it has really good armor. It's really quick. It punishes fast, and it's really effective at dealing with limit bursts too. If you have someone in a prime position for you know, beating them, and you know you don't want them to limit burst and you don't feel like full power energy wave volley might work, then you can use Sign of Awakening, because its continuous punches should get them out of the limit burst, or the Ki Blast that follows up at the end of the attack should also do the job. It's also just really good for scenarios where the enemy might be across the entire map and you need to quickly deal some damage, or a scenario where the enemy might just be really far away and you're like, hey, I don't want to take the risk of trying to hit a guy who's stamina broken, who just limit burst. Like, let's say you can't use full power energy wave volley anymore, right? Because they just did the limit burst and they weren't in a combo, and now you're further away from them. Why risk trying to fight a counter attack or a Ki cancel or some other stupid move like that when you could just press Sign of Awakening right there and just hit them? Again, this is something that I had in my original fight footage, but because it's all corrupted, I don't have that specific scenario for you. So I'm very sorry that I cannot flex the power of Sign of Awakening like that, but I still hope you enjoy what you see regardless. The transformation is Super Saiyan Build, and the evasive is Spirit Explosion. Again, I just like Spirit Explosion, but it's a 2-bar evasive, so it's pretty damn useful to me. It gets the enemy away from you, and it, you know, doesn't use up as much stamina. Obviously, again, if you're just being meta, you could just use something like Dragon Burn, because Dragon Burn's like one of the best evasives in the game. But I don't need all of that to beat someone. I am very comfortable in my skill set as it is. And not Ultra Instinct, my Awakened skill is Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, aka Super Saiyan Blue. Now, the reason I like Super Saiyan Blue so much, other than the fact that obviously I like the color blue a lot, if it wasn't obvious, is that Super Saiyan Blue is a very good transformation. It's one of the new best transformations in the game, since if you have it for the most part, you just kind of don't lose Ki. Like, Super Saiyan Blue uses up like almost no Ki now when you transform, ever since its most recent buff, and actually also has a slight bit of damage reduction, like a 5% like damage reduction. It's really minuscule, but like, hey ho, I'll take it, right? It's good in my opinion. Not to mention the pretty good buffs you get. The most important buff being much quicker stamina recovery. Super Saiyan Blue has absurd stamina recovery. It's to the same level as Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku's Super Soul. So if you want, you compare that Super Soul with Super Saiyan Blue to get an even crazier stamina recovery buff. However, the main issue with doing that is that you have to get to 50% health before that stamina recovery buff comes in. So what I like to do instead is, as you can see, I think I'm finally warmed up now. This Super Soul gives me auto Ki recovery, as well as gives me a movement speed increase, and Super Saiyan Blue already gives me a movement speed increase, but Super Saiyan Blue also gives me an attack increase, which the Super Soul also does. So you're basically stacking another transformation on top of Super Saiyan Blue, which is also really easy to use. But the auto Ki recovery of this Super Soul actually allows Super Saiyan Blue to last forever. Super Saiyan Blue will literally never turn off, even if you just stand around and do nothing, because the Ki recovery is probably about the same as the amount you lose in Ki. For example, you can't ever be at max Ki, but you don't actually de-transform either if your Ki hits 0. So it's literally the exact same. The Ki recovery you get is almost the exact same as the Ki drain from Super Saiyan Blue, meaning it's just a permanent transformation with the Super Soul. But because the Super Soul already gives you a bunch of other buffs, it's just a match made in heaven, you know? You get a bunch of buffs from the Super Soul, then you get a bunch of buffs from the transformation, and then the Super Soul makes the transformation last forever. But if you're not transformed, then you just get a lot of Ki instead, which is really good for using the rest of your other moves in combat. It's just a very good combo, you know? I just like it. So that will be it. Again, it's a shame that I'm only showing one preset for today, but if you guys want the other presets for my characters on how they play, then please obviously just let me know. Because I also have a Super Saiyan God Damage preset. I also have a Super Saiyan Blue Evolved preset with my same Male Saiyan. But these are, again, if you just want to see the scenarios, then please let me know in the comment section down below. And also don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, as it greatly supports the channel. Did I say that already? Let me say that again. Obviously, please leave a like and subscribe, because that greatly supports the channel and lets me know if you guys like seeing these build videos, okay? Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed. And now, on to the fights. Peace.
better than me. Why are you slipping? Damn it. Come here, boy. Yo. Oh no. Oh, don't do it. Oh, I'm moving. I need you to get the fuck out of here. Oh god, oh, he's oh. Look at that damage! All you did was a ground. Uh-oh. No! I'm dead. Can't do it. I can't do it.